Eid Mubarak. For those of you who celebrate Eid, Eid Mubarak. If you're not a problem, still Eid Mubarak to you. Right, today we have a fantastic lineup for you. We have De Montfort University, who will be here to celebrate Eid with Fulbright education. Just to let you know, FYI, we are authorized partners for De Montfort University. So we actually will help direct with your applications with regards to studying in the UK. Just to give you a bit of background, Fulbright Education, we have been here since 2003, helping international students, whether we're teaching them, whether we're helping them with admissions, or whether we're helping them with applications. So we've been here for a long time. We are British Council accredited, and that's it. I don't want to say too much about myself. We need our guest, right? Have you seen the trailer? Write down in the box if you have. And talking of trailers, my guest, Flo, is here. She's actually here waving at me. So I'm going to ask her to join me. Right. Flo, I'm trying to get hold of you. Do you want to request for me to join? I still don't know how to do this. Right. Okay. Oh, there she is. She has requested. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Here we go. From Developing University, I'm so excited. Let's see if she's here. She should be here. Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum, you okay? Hi!
Hey, I think I'm here now.
Oh, you made it. Just push your camera a bit up.
Okay. All
Push it
right.
up.
Okay. Ooh,
Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Fantastic. You can go back if you want. Go back. Go. I can do this, guys. I know Flo for a long time. Okay.
No, please tell me what to do. And I'm
Okay. Beautiful.
push it backwards a bit.
See, live stream, guys, it's not as easy as it looks. Right, okay.
It's not. It's really not. And I'm so not technical. I've not done a lot of lives. I think I've only done one live.
No problem. No problem. No problem. How are you? How are you, Flo?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you so much to everyone that signed on. Yeah, I'm looking forward to answering your questions and helping whoever wants to be helped or whoever wants to know a little bit about studying in the UK and De Montfort University in general.
Thank you. Thank you, Flo. Well, I just want to say we are, you know the saying, great minds are alike? We both have Fulbright education colors. You have red, I have blue.
I was representing. I thought about it. It's not a coincidence. I put a lot of thought into it.
You put a lot of thought into it. Okay, that's good. Right, I just wanted to say, hi, Nadi. Right, so I just wanted to say, it is a coincidence, I have to say. Great minds do think alike. FYI, sister-in-law, this is what we wear on Eid. I'm British Bangladeshi.
Oh, nice.
So this is what I wore 2 days ago.
Happy Eid, by the way.
Thank you very much. Eid Mubarak to you too. Wa alaikum assalam, simply alumayt. Right, so basically the way it works, Flo, is I do have a set of questions for you. I have been engaging with our followers for the last 3 hours. I've been on my phone. My kids say, Mom, could you please stop? So I'm just with high heels on because I'm 5'1.5", guys. I don't need to, I'm a short dwarf. I'm British Bangladeshi, it happens. Right, it's my parents' genes. So I'm like on the phone with my sari on and just engaging with Instagram followers and just making sure they're here. So thank you. Okay. Right, they've started straight away. Let's cut the small chat. Right, okay, so here we go. Right, just tell me about yourself. Please tell me about your background, if you don't mind.
Okay, no, of course. So my name is Florence and I work at DMU as the area manager for Sub-Saharan Africa. But I also look at UK International, and UK International is very diverse because there's a lot of, people that we work with that are based here in the UK, but we've got students from South Asia, from your Nepal, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. So I cover a lot of countries. So that's what I do at DMU. I'm looking after supporting students that want to apply to DMU. From the journey, from the moment we meet them to the moment they arrive and even further. So that's what we're there for. We're there for the student. That's, I think, my primary responsibility. And a bit of my background. I'm originally from Zimbabwe. But yeah, but I've been in the UK most of my life since I was, probably can't tell by my accent, but I've actually been here for a while. Since I was 11, I've been in this country, and I'm from Essex in Southend. but I've been living in Leicester for the last 3 years, and I just love it. I wanted to move, and I'll go into reasons later as to why I decided to personally move to Leicester. And yeah, I've got a degree in economics and a master's in international management. So normally I can explain a little bit more about the business and commercial kind of courses, but being in this role, I've begun, like, I've started to learn about a wide range of other courses as well. So I hope I can be of great help to students, not just from the perspective, all this to say, I understand what are the process of applying as a student, but also as my job requires me to help students to apply. So I understand from the student's perspective and from the university's perspective. So yeah, that's why I'm hoping I'll be a great help to anyone that's here tuned in, and anyone that's going to watch this live afterwards.
Brilliant. Thank you for that. As you know now, Flo, just for a clarification, you do cover the sub-Saharan region. So could you please kindly mention the countries that you represent, or which countries you're covering?
It's a lot in sub-Saharan Africa.
Yes.
It's a lot. We've got our Nigeria, Ghana, that's in West Africa, and then those are the primary markets in West Africa. Then we've got our Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda. Then we've got that's East Africa. Then in Southern Africa, we've got our Zimbabwe, South Africa, Malawi, Zambia. Those, I think I would say Botswana. Did I say Botswana? Yeah. Those, I would say, the primary markets. But we as DMU have students from over 125 countries.
Yes.
So I couldn't begin to name them all here, but those are just some of the countries that we actively go to and we do events in, and I've had the privilege to go to and that kind of thing as well. But otherwise, we're everywhere. But yeah, we're everywhere.
It's true. It's true. I totally agree with you. If any of you came to our event last time with Emmanuel and then Brother Amr, he came at the end. He did state, and Emmanuel, who will be joining us shortly, his classes, he's doing a master's in business.
Yeah.
He thought Nigeria is the crown of the world until he came to Democracy University, where he said, this is his words, he can come and confirm. So when he came to Democracy University, he actually said he did not realize how multicultural, how multinational Democracy University is, just for his course, and that was just for his course. So Democracy University,
because you make friends with these people from all over the world. Like, even from my student experience, now if I want to travel to a certain country, there's a 1 in 3 chance that I know someone who's in that country based on my uni experience. So it's always like nice to visit a country. You're staying wherever you're staying, and you can be like, oh hey, I'm in your country. What are you up to? So that's just, and it for networking purposes as well. They say your net worth is depends on your network or something along those lines. So that's another beauty of, like, being in a diverse and multicultural kind of cities, that you're meeting people from different countries. And it's always good to see how certain things happen in certain countries, certain industries work in certain countries. Especially in today's world, it's so globalized as well. So that's why we're really proud of the fact that we're such a globalized kind of university, which reflects the current world that we're currently living in right now.
Brilliant, brilliant. So now and plus networking is more prevalent now because of COVID-19. The importance of networking is more now. Right, we do have judiciary. We will be answering your questions. Okay, so hold on. Right, so basically, I might as well start. So basically, could you let everybody know? I had some other questions. What are the general admissions requirements? So judiciary, he's actually interested in applying. So what are the admission requirements?
Okay, so what we're looking for is generally your O levels or A levels. This is for an undergraduate course. We're looking for your O levels and A levels, or an equivalent of that, because we know it's not every country that has A levels. It might be named something different, but something of that equivalence in your home country. And so that's the main thing. Then we're also looking, if you're doing an art and design course, we'll be looking at a portfolio. And if you're doing a science course, we want those A levels to have a science background, so maybe biology and chemistry. If it's engineering, then we'll be looking for subjects like physics and maths, for example. But ultimately, the main thing we're looking for is your qualifications, those A levels, O levels, and A levels, or a diploma, or an access course, whatever it is that's equivalent to that. And then we also look at your personal statement, your passion statement, why you want to study this course. How is it going to help
hashtag.
you?
I didn't know. You just called passion statement passion. Did you just say passion
Yeah, I
statement?
like calling it a passion
Love that
statement.
word. It's true. It's true. You have to have
You
passion
need to know
for the
your
subject.
passion. Why that course? That's I like calling it a passion statement, because that's for you to, if you want to do economics, for example, mention it, and what led you to want to do economics. What, if you're doing law, were you watching an episode of Suits and that inspired
Yeah.
you? I don't know. Like, just show passion and reference books that you've read. Reference the modules that are offered by that university. Like, oh, I saw you're offering corporate law as a module. Show that you've done your research beyond just the title of the course. You've done your research. You know that it's an exam-based course. You even, if you really want to impress them, you even know the lecturers, because that's on the website as well. You can say, oh, whatever it is, just show passion for the course, that you've done your research. And so you're looking at why you want to do that course, at that particular university. What does that university have? And how is that course going to help you in your future? How does it align with your future goals? Those are the general things that we're looking for in a personal statement. So so your qualifications, your personal statement, and then reference letters. So if you're doing an undergraduate degree, we're looking at just one reference letter. It can be from your tutor, it can be from an academic from your school. And if it's a postgraduate, we're looking for 2 references. So that's one from and one has to be academic, and the other one can be an employment reference. And then
recently you said about one particular country that you're waiving references is because of the pandemic. Is that still the case at the university?
That's just for this intake. Thank you for that, actually. That's just for the September intake. We understand schools are closed. It's hard for students to attain references. So just in this case, for this year, it has been waived. Not just for just generally.
September 2021.
September 2021,
okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it will be extended to January 2022, but
it depends.
But as for now, the reference, has been waived.
Has been waived. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So headlines, guys. Did you hear what Flo said? Direct from De Montfort University.
Yeah.
Whether it's it is good news for the student. It's good news that you do not need a reference from your academic school or college. So do you know what that means, students? It means they will be looking at all the other documents that you'll be submitting through Fulbright Education. So all this time, my friend Flo has actually been telling you bit by bit what you need in a personal statement. Do you now realize how important your personal statement is? So the fact that she's calling a passion statement, if you don't mind, can I borrow that one from you? So basically, the hashtag passion statement, we did a hashtag. So basically, I'm in my 40s and my kids say, Mom, please don't use hashtags. And my students are
40s.
Yes, I have 2 children going to university in September, inshallah. Allah wills.
Okay, afterwards, can you please give me your skincare regime and everything afterwards?
No problem.
We can,
It's sleep. Sleep.
Okay.
Nice. This is concealer.
I love it. Honestly, you look about 25. That's
okay. Enough about me. Please don't embarrass me. Enough about me. So moving on. Right. So basically, what I'm trying to say. Look, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, parents, counselors, whoever you are, references. Highlight here. References have been waived for September 2021 intake. So that means make sure all your documents, make sure they're PDF format, make sure the size are all within 15 megabytes. Otherwise, De Montfort University, the admissions team, that email will bounce back. And also make sure that the scan is good. It has to be PDF format. And like Flo said, your passion statement, your personal statement in other parts of the world is also known as a statement of purpose. If you need guidance, I have a PDF document to guide you through the system. And at Fulbright Education, Flo, I don't know if you know this, but I ask the student nicely, you write it first. Make the first draft and then email it to me, and then by Zoom or by Google Meet we actually go through it together, because that personal statement is specific to that candidate. I can't write it for them.
Oh yeah.
And it has to be specific to them. So, so we do that service where once you've done your first draft, it'll be me. There's no we, it's just me. So basically,
dying, so I'm just going to be moving my phone.
no problem, no problem. So through Zoom, I will actually go through personal statements. Look, we've all been through this. I'm sure some of you know who even applied for jobs. The first draft is never good enough. You need to do it several times. So I do that, to and from until it's perfect. And the student learns in the process and they know what is going to the admissions team.
I've been helping my little sister. She's at the stage where she's applying for university as well. And poor her. She sent me about 4 drafts. I kept sending it back.
You're harsh.
But that's what happens when you've got a sister that works in the higher education.
No, you have higher standards if it's your sister.
Yeah. So I was like, this is just not good enough. Like, just go back to the drawing board. Let's get it sorted. So it takes, like you're saying, it takes a few tries, and it's quite important. Because let's say you're falling slightly short in the grades that are required, that's when a personal statement will support you. It could be the difference between you getting accepted and you not getting accepted. So it's really important. So that's the main documentations that we'd be looking at when you're applying. There's also a de Montfort application form, which I'm sure Afsana you have. It's also on our website. You can download. You'd obviously want to do all of this through Afsana because she knows what the university is looking for. You might miss 1 or 2 things, but she will make sure that you're ticking all.
With a magnifying lens, yes.
Yeah. So I'll definitely apply through her. So those are the main kind of like things that you're looking at when you're applying to study with us.
Brilliant. Thank you for that, Flo. So can you see, it's not me annoying you, telling you the same thing again and again. We are hearing it direct from De Montfort University. Look, other universities, they have a different requirement, but De Montfort University, Flo is in the admissions office. She's in the international office. She's dealing with students just like you. You want to come to De Montfort University. I know. I can tell. So you just go and contact us, and it'll be Flo who will be looking at your application once we've processed it. And Flo will be passing on to Flo, and then she'll pass on to admissions. Right, I just want to ask you, one of the questions that one of my students who's actually having a credibility interview, so it's a very cheeky question. I apologize if I'm putting you onto the spot. Roughly how many international students are actually studying at the moment? Could you tell me a rough idea?
International students, it's a difficult one to say. It's a growing number. It's a growing number. I can tell you the total number of students we have at DMU.
Oh, yes, please.
We've got over 27,000 students. I would say almost 30,000 students, making us the 13th biggest university in the UK. And from my knowledge, the international accounts for about over 20% of that. So
do the maths, guys. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Did you hear that?
Mathematicians in here who want to do the calculation, feel free. I didn't do math, so I didn't do
No, okay, so you guys do the math. Someone, as soon as you write it down, I will do a free consultation with you. Someone, did you work out the maths? So 20% of how many thousand?
We've got about 20% of about 27,000. I would say 30,000.
Work out the maths. Work out the math. Okay. Let's see what students.
University, and we do have one of the largest number of international students amongst other UK universities, and we're very proud of that. We're very international, at the Sept University.
Brilliant. Now, before we ask our guest Emmanuel to come along, who's one of our master students, he's from Nigeria, and he'll talk to all of you guys with regards to being an international student. Can I ask you, Flo, what's the minimum deposit needed for a CAS letter or for before students apply for a visa?
So you're looking at £4,000. That's the minimum that you need. And it's not an additional £4,000. It's part of your tuition fee. So it's not an additional amount. It's just it contributes towards your tuition fee, but it just lets the university know that you want to secure your place, you're a serious student, and you'll be able to receive the CAS letter, which is what you need to apply for a visa.
Right. Okay, so listen, guys, it's very important, girls and boys, that it's £4,000 for the deposit. You need this to secure your place, and also before you apply for your visa, you need to be able to show the university that you're a serious student. Okay. Brilliant. Another question, FYI, can students pay their remaining fees in installments?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we're quite flexible in terms of how students, as long as you're paying the year's tuition before the year ends.
Yeah, okay.
So, so yeah,
Okay,
you've got a
that's
whole
fine.
year to pay in installments, whether you want to do it quarterly, whether you want to do it monthly. You can discuss with the school how much you'll be paying, and you can discuss what's it called, a financial plan,
Installment plan.
payment plan.
Payment
That's
plan,
it.
yes,
You can
yes.
go through a payment plan with our finance team. The only thing that the university asks is that 50% of your tuition fees be cleared by the time you start the course, by the time you register. So
Enroll.
if your
Okay.
course is 14,000, which is the average of our tuition fees, if your course is, let's say, £14,000, you need to have paid £7,000 by the start date, the day you start in your course. And the other
Right.
£7,000 you can pay in installments.
Okay. And you can either pay in either 4 installments or 7 installments. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So that's that. The one question which is on everybody's minds, and that is scholarships.
Yeah, yeah, no, we get that a lot. So sadly, like most UK universities, we don't have a full scholarship, fully funded scholarship, but we do have a few scholarships and discounts that just try and just make it easier for international students. So one that a popular one that we have is the international scholarship, which is worth £2,000. With this one, as long as you apply within a good time, you meet your entry requirements, it should be guaranteed really. But once again, it's first come, first serve. So the sooner you apply,
Yeah.
the better, because they do run out after a certain while. Depending on, obviously, sometimes we get like a lot of students that are coming in and intake. So the sooner you apply, the better. So it's £2,000. So this one, it's not based on anything. Just as long as you meet the entry requirements, you've got a place, you should be able to get that one. We've got a merit-based scholarship that I think goes up to £5,000 if I'm not mistaken. So
I didn't know
depending,
that. I need to find out about merit-based.
yeah, a
Ooh, okay.
merit-based scholarship. So that is, they change yearly sometimes. So it's always good to keep an eye on our website, the international scholarships page, to find out what we have going that time. But we also have a merit-based scholarship. We've got a sports scholarship as well that goes all the way up to £6,000 or £8,000
Wow.
if I'm not mistaken. That's for students that play sport at a recognized level. So whether it's a recognized local level, international, province, regional, whatever it is, you can get a scholarship of up to £6,000 if I'm not mistaken.
Brilliant.
So yeah,
Ooh,
there's a lot of other scholarships here and there. If you're doing an MBA, I think there's an MBA scholarship as well. But there's just too many that I couldn't start
yeah, just go to the
mentioning
website.
now. But
Yeah.
please do go on our website. If you just go on
Or you can contact us.
yes, or contact afsana.
Contact Fulbright.
She'll guide you through that. She'll send you the web link. It's all on our website. It should tell you the different types of scholarships that we have.
Oh, there's another one. There's one that
Yeah,
you forgot to include. There's one where this is encouraging you guys. This is the motivation
yeah,
carrot we say in the UK. As teacher, because I'm a teacher, we say the motivational carrot. So basically,
yeah.
if you study for a bachelor's at De Montfort University, and if you study for a master's, there's actually an alumni discount. I don't know how much
Oh,
it is,
yes, yes,
but why not
absolutely. There's an
stay here
alumni
for the
discount.
masters?
Thank you so
We'll
much
help
for
you.
reminding me. There's an alumni discount. If you've done your degree with us and you want to progress to a master's,
Yeah.
you can get I forgot the percentage now.
I forgot what, but there is an alumni discount.
Yeah, so
Scholarship
depending on if you get a 2-1, it's a decent amount. If you
conditions
get a
apply.
first class, it's an even higher amount, and it's a decent amount of your master's. So
Oh,
yeah, so that's a really good option as well. That's a really good
do
option
it.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Students, look, De Montfort University are here. They're giving
yeah,
money away, but you need to come and apply. Right.
absolutely.
You have to apply through Fulbright Education now. Massive favor. Emmanuel will be waiting. Let's see. Emmanuel, are you there? Let's see. Emmanuel, we need to bring our friend. Right. Let's see. Emmanuel, are you there? I think I might have to WhatsApp him. Can you
Okay.
see?
Uh,
Let's see. I'm just
um,
writing the judiciary. Judiciary, I hope I've answered your questions. Right, Emmanuel, I think he's not here. I've just WhatsApp him quickly.
okay.
Can you come now? Students, do you know how to actually invite someone? Can you come now? Right, I've just texted him. Right, how do I search someone? Oh, there's no, oh, there's a question.
They can
Right.
refresh.
Manual.
They can.
No, I can't. Right. Okay. Right, students.
Yeah.
Right, where are you? Right, if you're watching me, there's some of you are watching me. How can Emmanuel join us? So, but he's not even here. That's not nice. Right, he should be here. Right.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Let's
ooh,
see. We waved at West Side Goddess, which is nice. Thank you, West Side Goddess. Love the names. They're so imaginative.
ooh.
So imaginative. Right.
I'm
Okay.
not wearing my
Right.
glasses. I have to come to the screen like this to see
Oh, really?
anything.
Oh, I've got my contacts on. Right. Okay. So it's my last pair for the whole year. Right. So basically, I just wanted to know while we're waiting for Emmanuel because he's not here. Let's see. How do I help him to join? Right. Please tell me more about Dumont University. One more is, oh yeah, one thing which I want to ask you, another
Yeah.
question. We talked about the deposit or about installments. How do you help students? I mean, I help them with I think he must request to join. Yes, thank you, Amira Hasmat. Emmanuel, where are you? Okay, right. So basically, I help students, inshallah, with accommodation when they come to the UK.
Yeah.
How does
Yeah.
Jamaica University help students with finding accommodation? How do you guys help?
Oh, well, first things first, every international student in their first year is guaranteed accommodation in their first year. So you've got that peace of mind to know that you're going to have somewhere to live. And that's very important. Certain universities don't even have accommodation on campus. So it's really important when you're looking at universities to see if they have accommodation. And we're fortunate enough that we're able to guarantee all our international students accommodation in their first year. So we do have our accommodation team who are very, very helpful in terms of helping you find accommodation, whether on campus or off campus. And even if it's off campus, it still won't be too far away from your lectures or anything. I've got a student that was telling me that she wakes up at 8:55 and she makes it for her lecture at 9 a.m.
Jealous. I'm jealous.
I know because she lives on campus. So that's the beauty of being on campus and having accommodation on campus is that, you've got that convenience of just being able to walk to your lecture within 5 minutes, being able to go to the library if you're anything like me. I used to read at the library at 3 a.m. and it's
Yeah.
safe to walk back to my accommodation at 3 or 5 or whatever it
Oh,
was. So
yeah.
that's the
It's
other good
24
thing about
hours.
so
It's
yeah, it's
24 hours
24
a day.
hours
Yeah.
our library, yeah. So that's the other good thing as well. It's just being on campus and having all these facilities that are open to you. It just made it super, super convenient. Yeah.
In terms of international students, because it's many international students who's watching us, there's
Yeah.
a special building specially for international students, and it's called the
Yes.
Bead House.
Yes.
And also in terms of rent, it starts from £99 a week to £185 a week,
You've done
all
your
built
homework. I'm
included.
impressed, Afsana. Well done, well done. That's
Oh, thank, I've done my
that,
research because I have
that
to
is
tell the
very
students.
true. That is very, very true. So you know you're in
Uh,
good hands with Afsana if she's helping you to come to
yeah,
DMU.
and that's
But
just for
what you're
student
saying is very
accommodation.
right. I want to touch on what you've said about us having a separate team. Like every university has a team of people that are looking after students' needs and stuff. But not every university, I don't think so, has an international student support team or as large as ours anyway. So we've got a dedicated team called the International Student Support Team. They're there particularly for international students because in most cases, home students and international students have the different sets of needs,
Yeah,
So we do have a dedicated team of people that are looking after you, that have your back, to say it pretty in simple terms, whether you're having problems with your accommodation, with your lectures. They're the ones that actually host you when you first arrive. They do this thing called the International Welcome Week, which is a week long of a lot of fun, meeting other students. It's a lot of parties, a lot of welcome events, a lot of freebies. They help you set up your bank account, pick you up from the
oh,
airport,
that's good.
free English classes. So, little things, registering with your GP. It's all those little things that
Brilliant.
you worry about that you're like, oh my goodness, going to another country, how am I going to do this all by myself? But coming to DMU, there's a dedicated team of people that are helping you with all these little things. Even setting you up with a mentor, like just someone to show you around while you settle in.
That's good.
That's something that we offer as well. So it's not so daunting anymore coming from your home country to DMU. You're going to settle right in, and you're going to have a team of people that are there to support you.
Brilliant, brilliant. So can you see, Dimorphy University, they actually are very, very careful with your mental well-being
Oh
and
yeah,
your physical well-being, academics. There's free services with regards to academic writing, with regards to English support if you need it. With regards
absolutely.
to mental well-being, they will help you with. Sorry, I have to reiterate this. I do this all the time. So we have to, in terms of, they will help you with registration with your local GP. Now, remember, the United Kingdom, we are at the forefront of the vaccination rollout, as you know from the news, and we are very, very proud of that fact. If you have not had your vaccination
Yeah.
in your home country, you will be paying for the health surcharge. No, that's not him texting. You'll be paying for the health surcharge. So if you haven't had it and you come to the UK, you will have the right to the vaccine. Even if you're an international student, you will have the right to a vaccine. So you'll have both doses because you pay for the health charge for the NHS. So that's part of the health charge.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are at the forefront of the vaccinations. 18-year-olds will be, the roll-up for 18-year-olds will be happening soon in the summer. At the moment, the current age group flow, is it between 35 to 40-year-olds in the UK? Or have you had your
I'm
vaccine?
not in that age group, so I don't even know yet. I'll just know when us the young ones are called out.
She's
That's
a
when I'm
young
gonna know.
girl. We know. Don't rub it in. It's just a number.
No, I'm not sure, but I know soon we should be. I
Yeah,
know soon we
35
should
to
be getting close
40
because
was
since
the
their
last
goal is
week.
July, so
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be
Yeah.
getting that call soon. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, I'm afraid to say, ladies and gentlemen and students, Emmanuel isn't here. Simple Olamide, thank you for your
Yeah.
support. I have pressed the invite link 3 times. I'm sure there's a reason why he can't
Yeah.
come.
We'll
So
keep
we'll have
trying
to, this is
anyway.
an excuse for him to come again. And you
We'll
guys will
do
have to
that
come
again.
again.
Whatever.
Right. Okay. Right. We have other students coming in, but Emmanuel's not here. Anyway, thank you so much, Flo, for your time. Now
That's
you have
okay.
a face
I don't know.
behind the university.
Sorry.
Now we know the face behind the university.
Oh yeah,
So
one
there
of
you
the
go.
many faces. It's a lot of
Many
stuff.
faces.
It's over five. It's a lot of stuff. Thousands and thousands and thousands of stuff. So I'm just one of the many faces. And one thing I want to say, I think you picked up on it as well, is that we know it's daunting coming as an international student, but DMU does such an excellent job of taking care of its students. Students are obviously our biggest responsibility. So even if it's mental health, like you're saying, we take that very seriously. Places of worship, we've got, I think, one of the biggest mosque on campus, like prayer rooms. We've got church on campus. We've got one of my favorite rooms, actually, just a place where you can go if you just want peace and quiet, and it's a beautiful,
Okay.
colorful room where if you just want to get away from the world. We've got, if you want to talk to someone, free therapy sessions and all of that. So in terms of mental health, that's something that's really, really important to us as well. In terms of like you still getting involved in whatever you are getting involved in back home, whether it's your religion, sports, societies, whatever it is, we have all of that. There's so much that you can, get involved with, and it will be a shame to live with just a degree. We really don't want that to happen. You can live with so much more work experience, traveling experience. We've got this initiative called DMU Global, where we manage to send our students to different parts of the world. They pay close to nothing because the university helps you fund some of these
Oh,
trips.
wow. That
So
I
we're
didn't know.
getting,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
So it's called
What are you
DMU
doing?
Global.
Okay, yeah.
So it's
That's
called
good.
DMU Global. For anyone that wants to see some of the trips that we've done hundreds of trips. So just go on DMU Global. Even on YouTube, on our website, you see where some of our students have gone, different parts of the world. So you can have traveling experience. We've got a placements team as well. We help you in terms of finding employment as well, whether it's part-time, graduate, whether it's placement, whatever it is. We do have a dedicated team of people that can help you find employment. Sports and societies, we have them, loads of them, depending on what your passion is, what you enjoy doing, whether it's sport, whether it's tennis, whether it's football. Of course, football, we're partners with Leicester City Football Club, so that goes without
Yes.
saying.
We have a student. Flo, you
Yes,
forgot. We have a famous Nigerian student
yes,
who's playing for Leicester City.
yes. So
Who is
anyone
it?
that knows Wilfred Ndidi, who
There
plays
you
for
go.
Leicester City and he plays
Hashtag
for
Fred
Nigeria.
Nadidi.
Yeah, he's one of our students. He's currently going in his third year doing a business related course, something to do with marketing.
Yeah.
So yeah, So that's just so there's just all this to say, beyond the academics, there's a lot more you can get involved with at DMU. You won't leave with just a degree. You're gonna leave with so much more. It's just up to you to grab a hold of these opportunities, be brave, get involved in everything. There's volunteering opportunities, get involved in that. The DMU Global, the international trips, get involved in that. Sports, get involved in that. Societies, if you're doing law, there's a law society. They often have members of the European Parliament, of the EU Parliament coming to speak to students, members of Congress from America coming to speak to students.
Fantastic.
So there's something for everyone. If you're into international relations, we're members of the United Nations as well. So
there is a student here, Hashmiri. He wants to study international relations. I can see his name.
That's a really good course at DMU because of our partnership once again with the United Nations. So we've had the opportunity to send some of our students to the United Nations, and they've presented, in the house. They've gotten that hands-on experience and all
Fantastic.
of that. So no, all this to say, I'm gonna be biased, but I think if you do your own research, if you find student testimonials wherever it is that you find them, speak to Afsana, who is in contact with other current students of DMU. They'll be able to tell you that DMU is a great place to study. International students, you feel right at home. There's so much that you can do.
I'm so glad you talked about home. We have to go because my students are probably thinking we've got to apply. Get off. Right. Now, I just wanted to say that this is really. I told myself I'm not going to cry. But basically, international students, when you're packing your bag, when you come, inshallah, when you come to Democracy University study, make sure you pack your traditional dress. Look at me. I'm born in the UK, but I'm very proud of my culture. So no matter where you are, which part of the world you're from, this world is a very big place. We would love to see you bring one piece of clothing which is from your culture, because I believe Democracy University, they do actually have cultural related events where you can celebrate your nationality and the country you come from. So you'll feel at home like that. So be proud of your culture.
Yeah, absolutely. We embrace all cultures. We embrace all of that. We have a lot of events where, even for our food, for example, our food court. They every day they've got they're honoring a different part of the world. So sometimes you see jollof rice. They've got a Nigerian theme. There's also halal food. So it's not there's a separate section for halal food as well. Certain days they'll have Mediterranean food. Certain days it will be EU days. So in every area we try and show just how international and diverse we are. So.
Fantastic. And if you are away from home and you're celebrating Eid or Easter or Christmas for the first time, don't worry. Bring your clothes, show it to your family that you're actually having fun. Full education is here. Democracy University, they do those, they celebrate those occasions as well. So I really feel for this because I don't even, it's a buffering flow. I can see you now. You were there for a second. I told my kids before we came here to switch off Netflix, Amazon, Sky, mobile data, just so that the internet fine. Because it was all based on the internet. So like I said, I really feel for international students because for the last week, because it was Eid recently, so I actually contacted all those students that, we're here for you. We remember you. Enjoy Eid. You're making new friends. Celebrate with them. Wear your traditional dress. No problem. We are proud of whoever you are. Be proud of your culture.
I love
and remember where your roots are. So it's the emotional time, isn't it? Because there's a lot of students here. They're thinking that if I'm from Bangladesh, if I'm from Nigeria, it's the first time I'm spending Eid on my own. But if you have friends, get together, Fulbright education, we check up on all our students to see if you're well. And Democracy University, they embrace all cultures.
That's great. That's really great. Well done, Afsana, for that. Thank you for that. For taking care of our
No problem.
students, we really appreciate it.
I try my best. I try.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like my guest because I'm from Leicester. So if a student comes through Fulbright education, it's like it's my guest. So
Yeah.
we do our best. We do care for our students. I'm a teacher, so it's part of my DNA as well.
Yeah.
So
To be
that's probably
nurtured.
why. So I just want to say thank you so much for your time. Guys, you have no idea. Flo's here on a Saturday. In the UK, Saturday is a day of rest. And my friend here is here today, but just for you. She's here to represent the university. Sorry, I have to say this. Right. So basically, she's here just for you. Because if I say it, you won't believe. If you hear from Dimmock University direct, then you will understand it's a fantastic place of study. Installment plans, scholarships, application deadlines. It might be slowly getting late for September. Apply for January.
Yeah.
If you are Nigerian, you don't need IELTS. If you have WAEC C6 or above, you don't need IELTS.
Yeah.
If your English is good, you don't need IELTS. You can do a date test, which Flo hasn't talked about. But just DM me, we'll talk it out.
Yeah.
It's difficult to do the IELTS right now. I get it. I know. It's fully booked. Oh, it's fully booked.
You can still apply for September, by the way, September 25th.
Oh, you can apply. Sorry.
Yeah. No, we're still great fun. Yeah, we're still accepting applications. Of course, like Afsana is saying, because time is, you can't get that application by, by July latest. So
please.
Yeah.
Students out there. So I just want to say thank you so much for Flo. Now you know we are authorized partners for Dimmock University, Fulbright Education. What that means is my friend here and we work closely together. Anything you have in your mind, don't keep it in there, write it in the box. Any questions you have, don't keep it in there, write it, DM me direct. I will try. I'm a bit of a sad person. I actually check all the time. So I am there. We are trying to be as responsible as we can. And I just want to say thank you so much, Flo. I'm sure we are having another event in 2 weeks' time to the University Foundation courses. So please join us for that.
Absolutely.
Call of action. My team always tells me that. I'd never say enough. Right, Fulbright Education is here for you. We care for your education. If you've met the criteria, Dimmock University. If you haven't met the criteria, there are other options. As the saying goes, where there's a will, there's a way.
There's a way. Okay. I love that. No, I just want to say as well.
Okay.
Before we go off, thank you so much, Afsana, for having me for this special Eid event. I'm really honored to be here, and thank you to everyone that's tuned in and everyone that's going to watch this afterwards. Like I said, we're here to help in any way that we can. So thank you so much for having me, and I'm glad if I've been of help to anyone at all. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. All the best and talk to you soon. Thank you, Flo.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Right, students, you know what to do. Contact me. Right. Let's put this show on the road.